59 years ago, this is what it used to look like. Howdy people, welcome to the R.E.P. Walking down the streets of Gangseogu. It's a very different side of Seoul, much more quieter in this area unless if it becomes loud. My favorite thing about this area is that it's all away from the typical tourist foot traffic. Some of the really great traits actually in this area is not only is it quiet, the party that I'm with is actually getting their teeth work done at another dentist office. It's actually very cheap. Another vibe here, even though you do hear all the cars passing through and just seeing how people live and work. Last night, after I had takbara, and then after everything else that I had consumed, when after all was said and done, I basically just went straight to bed, didn't really actually brush my teeth, and only to wake up to realize I was still wearing clothes. I was actually very sound asleep. Definitely watch your step here, don't know who you might run into. The streets here are definitely still very clean. Just be very courteous and also just follow the rules, because don't be that typical tourist that stands out and doesn't know what they're doing. The signs right here, where it basically means no smoking allowed in this area. And there's a golf academy over on that side. More offices who are just doing everyday life in this area. I see on my other side of the streets a little sign there I'm going to get a picture of. That's the sign over there I just want to get close to. Let's get a picture there, shall we? I just got a picture at that signage. It's actually where I'm about to walk into right now is a Culture Street, because apparently it says Culture Street on that letter. Alright, what do we have here? A lot of small businesses. Oh, and I know her. For those who don't know, that's Kim Ji-won, very famous actress. Dubai It's mostly just restaurants in this area. It's a very cute little setup. And they say Chimek over here. Wow, some nice architecture and very lovely designing. Looks like we just got a change of plans. The party had just contacted me saying that they are done from the appointment and now we gotta hurry over. Well, good news is I met up with the party and I made it just in the right time. This right here is a very famous store actually, Daiso. They're pretty much everywhere in town, and not to mention very cheap stuff for household goods that you can find. Our next order of business is that we're going to be heading over into Hongdae, but sadly, since we missed the bus, we're going to have to wait until we get another one. We're going to be here for a while. Buses are usually not that fast. Trains are usually faster than. So while we're just waiting for our bus, because we'll be here for a while, apparently there's a lot more to some history while we're waiting on displays, and I'm kind of like, oh, I'm very fascinated. Apparently, look at this, 59 years ago, this is what it used to look like. 1966, and then in 2025, look how it's changed. 서울시가 철거 후 새로 And here's all of the lines to remember for buses, because we're right now in Pasanyeok. Apparently there's a lot more to history than what you just kind of see in cinema, but also you can find the good history in cinema, then do that. Look at that. Apparently Brad Pitt is famous in Korea here. Awesome, isn't it?
잠시 후 도착것은
After being in the bus for about 30 minutes, we're now inside the area of Myeongdong. Sadly, a little bit unfortunate side is that it's raining right now. This is more for just the young kids, but also it's because it's a university town. Crowded in this area, but luckily at least it's not like so loud to the point where I literally cannot, even sit still without my ear protection. We're gonna keep walking this area. Let's be thankful this is basically a no car allowed street, so at least we can still walk this street freely. Walking inside right now of the fashion street. As you can see by all the noise and all the foot traffic here, it's definitely a busy zone, but trust me, if you are college students or just a little bit after college, definitely worth to come check out. Known for mostly accessories, and maybe for those of you who like phone stuff, clothes, you name it. I mean, what do they not have basically in this area? And for those of you who are looking college, apparently Hongdae has their own university here in this area. Maybe it's something worth considering, right, if you're looking for a college education. I just hope it'll be affordable for you. Check out this street in front of us. We're just waiting and anticipating when we can cross. Time to go. Red Road or Cycle. Okay. We're currently walking what is called Red Road.
레드로드 갤러리.
This is pretty much I think the end of the Red Road. Having a really nice time in this area as we are going to continue walking. I think it's the clock tower, but I'm not sure what it is. The top things I could tell you about Hongdae, very much a college town, but what I can also tell you is that definitely a very different experience than what you would expect, because as you know, we are still in the heart of Seoul. I actually was being asked, when I was at the 7-Eleven just down the other road, because he saw my setup right here of what I got. He's like, hey, sweet setup, or whatever else he was trying to say, and then just like, it looks really cool. So I told him, well, I'm learning travel vlogging skills. I just like to document where I go in the world. So for those of you who are watching this, likes and subscribes are always appreciated. We are rerouting course. We're actually heading towards a restaurant that I was actually being recommended by a taxi driver when I first arrived. And if you're also wondering what young men in military uniforms, apparently if you are a citizen in Korea, when you reach a certain age, you have to serve in what we call as the mandatory military service. Very fascinating to say, and what I had also learned, to buy your uniform, they'll give you basically a voucher for discounts because they have to purchase their own uniforms. I also want to just say thank you for your service and what you want to do to keep this country safe. Another something that you gotta learn to appreciate when you come to Hongdae is that at every corner they always got these, though I probably would not want to try it because I've never had good luck with skill cranes. It's also really interesting but also kind of funny. Here I am, look what I'm just wearing a shirt and then just hiking pants. But most of the people that I see here are literally wearing sweaters and even hoodies. And another piece of advice I would recommend is wear pants just to blend in with everybody, but also pants just usually look better on you. So what I would also recommend doing is just kind of putting your layers very carefully. Earlier it was raining and now it's like very humid. Such a weird cycle, isn't it? When it rains, it's still humid. This is a bit of a good mile or two stretch. You know, it's catered to tourists, but also locals can come here as well to get whatever they need. Oh, and I hear some other interesting music on the side where it's not just Korean music. Oh, and then I hear the kickball over here. It's definitely worth an experience. This feels like almost like a good couple mile long stretch. I would not recommend probably coming here to do any jogging because this is more for a walking area. If you want to jog, you might want to probably go out towards like the main road out there. If you are wanting to buy clothes, make sure that you don't have like a lot of clothes with you. Best to kind of imagine very low filled luggage where there's like not a lot of clothes, and then just get ready to start accumulating stuff over time. It's one of those things that happens when you travel.
육전국밥.
About to enter a restaurant right now. Let's see what this restaurant is all about. And the crazier part of all, this is also open 24/7. Now that we are done from the restaurant, it was very amazing. The little downside though is that they do not allow recording, so I couldn't really document the moment. It's fine, a lot was happening at the table. Everything there was very amazing, and not only that, but the taxi driver recommendation was a very solid one. So if anyone's interested, check out 육전국밥.
홍대 입구.
Some of the things about Hongdae, however, are very interesting. Hongdae actually got its name from a university, and actually according to ChatGPT, I asked ChatGPT to write this for me. They got its name in the area of 1955. It was just a quiet college neighborhood because Hongdae was famous for its art school. The area was then filled with young artists, galleries, and music. In the 80s and 90s, it became Seoul's hub for indie music, street and youth culture, and events of just young and friendly, trendy, and also a lot of really just great things. Some of the great finds I got were magnets, which I will give for friends as well.
희미한 불빛 빛을 따라 걷다 보면 너의 기억이 스며드는 밤 떨리는 마음은 숨길 수 없어 시간을 거슬러 널 찾아가 눈부신 꿈결 속에서 너를 향해 손을 뻗어 사라지지 않게 이 순간을 붙잡아 빛을 걷는 시간 속에
I've been misread, underestimated, and left behind, but I stayed standing and I know who I am. I traveled not to escape, but to expand, to listen deeper than words, to walk into unfamiliar streets with my head high and my instincts sharp. I carry more than a passport, a story forged in trials, betrayals, and second chances. Where others saw a tourist, I became a witness. Where I felt overlooked, I learned to observe with care. I do not film for approval. I film to remember, honor quiet moments, and document truth with dignity. I know how it feels to be misunderstood, treated like an outsider, even at home. But I kept going, showing up, heart intact, and boundaries firm. I blend in not to hide, but to respect. I move carefully, not out of fear, but out of wisdom. I pack light, but never forget what I've carried inside. Not all scars are visible, and not all journeys are on maps. I vow to be the kind of traveler who doesn't just take from the world, but leaves behind moments of peace, curiosity, and humble strength. I face each day as a mission, not for perfection, but to walk forward as someone who knows, I've seen hell and I'm still standing. Wherever I go, I carry the light that saved me.